Opening a door for you.
Ooh.
Fixing something around the house.
Handy guy.
Putting a hand on the small of your back. A wink across the room. Rolling up your sleeves to do the work. Holding a puppy with those big, strong arms. What are the things that men do unintentionally that women find extremely attractive? We're spilling the beans in today's video.
So welcome to Coffee with Chris and Meg, where we talk about life and love from a practical, biblical, and fun perspective. So Meg, what's in the cup today? What are you drinking?
Today, guys, we are testing out this, it's called Peace Coffee. Can you see it? Can you see it? Peace Coffee. It's organic, fair trade, compostable e-pods. It is in the blend, Christeria, Tree Hugger.
Oh boy.
So that definitely references our crunchy video from last week, but we're going to give
knocks
you
a couple points down in my book.
We're going to give you our review and the cost per cup at the end of the video, so stay tuned.
I'm super excited to talk about this topic today because I think it's going to surprise some people.
Yes.
I think there's things that men do, these unintentional things that women find attractive. Yes. I'm excited to kind of learn what they are because Megan did a lot of the research on this.
I did, guys.
I've been looking at it and it's pretty interesting.
I think we're going to have a lot of fun. So we're going to unpack these things that guys do they don't realize that you're doing, that women find really attractive. So you can capitalize on that and maybe, do them more often.
Do I do these things?
You absolutely do most of these things.
The first thing is being a good listener, like genuinely interested. And guys, if we're honest, this is hard for some men, but when you do this unintentionally, when you're actually a good listener, it's a game changer for women. It
is so attractive when you feel like you have your full attention. There's eye contact happening, right? There's some nodding. Yeah. Guys, let me clue you in. Even if you don't understand, right? Even if you're like, she's talking about her makeup choices at Sephora and it was really stressful, Chris.
That's hard.
That is hard. Yeah. Thank you. And did you think I picked the right shade?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, you definitely did. I mean, if you would have went one shade lighter or darker,
100%.
You just have an eye for that.
He gets me, guys. He has no clue what I'm talking about. But I feel so seen and understood, right? Because that eye contact, that genuine, and see how we kind of followed up there too, asking assertive questions, having some active listening skills in there, not just tuning her out, not just on your phone, yeah, babe, whatever. But I'm telling you that eye contact, that being a good listener, such an attractive quality.
And who knew? James talks about this in the Bible. He says everyone should be slow to speak, quick to listen, and slow to become angry.
Yes.
So he's given us the tips, the practical tips right there in the Bible.
It all comes back to James. The next thing that women find extremely attractive is when a man demonstrates passion for something. When you see him really investing into this thing, whatever it is, developing himself, the discipline, there's something really attractive about when a guy is disciplined about something.
So you're saying my passion for golf and to see the Detroit Lions win and all the practice I put into that's attractive to you? Yes. I mean, I'm doing this really well.
You're really winning at that. I think it's more, passions that would bring security to women.
Oh, like passionate about like getting our finances in order or working hard or having goals and dreams for our future.
Exercise, right.
Actually taking care of ourselves.
Yes, anything that really demonstrates like they've invested time into this, they've done the research, there's a discipline aspect, because I think the thing behind that for women is our biggest need is for security, right?
Right.
And so that really creates the security in us when we see our man like really diving into something he's passionate about. Whatever that is, biologically, it triggers security in our brain. We feel safe. So there you go.
And I would add, being a person who works in a church, has worked in a church for a while, I find that women find men who are passionate about God,
Yes.
His Word, doing ministry, doing things for the kingdom of God. I mean, that is a very attractive quality.
Yeah.
There's a real thing called mission goggles.
Oh my goodness.
This is
yes.
like the opposite of life at the bar when you have beer goggles.
Right.
This is like mission goggles in the Christian world where you go on a mission trip and you see a guy and he's reading his Bible in the morning. He's
like praying over some people, right?
Doing ministry,
yeah.
talking to people about his faith, and these women just go, "Oh my gosh, he's
such a spiritual
so godly."
leader. I'm so attracted to his heart.
So guys, you want to win that woman over. That passion for God raises, her passion for you raises. Let me tell you.
But don't be manipulative about it. Don't be creepy about it, right?
It's got to be true.
Yeah, it's got to be genuine.
And the last thing on this topic is we encourage couples to have passions together. Like to men, share your passion with your wife. Because a lot of times our passions can be shared with our buddies.
Yeah, that's good.
And they get to see us passionate about something, but our wives don't see that passionate, excitable side of us. And we need to, that really, what do you say? It resonates with you.
Yeah, I think you got to know something. Your wife fell in love with you and she's really curious about you. And sometimes when you're not sharing aspects of your life with her, even if you're like, I don't think she's interested, she is. Women are just naturally relational. We're curious. We love when you're curious about us. Yeah. So when you share a passion, when you kind of like unpack something, that is a direct invitation into your world. And she wants to be there. She wants to support you. She wants to ask the questions. So even if you don't assume anything, just start, on a walk, like talk about your fantasy football league. And ladies, ask some good questions here. It'll help him unpack. It'll help him open up those things when you're like, I don't feel like he talks to me anymore. Get on his passion train page. His passion page. And watch him start to talk about himself. And that will just open up some more doors too. There you go.
So another one is when a man is comfortable in his own skin.
Oh, yeah.
And I tell this to men all the time, is that be confident, not cocky. There's a difference between confidence and arrogance. But a confident man is attractive, where an arrogant man is probably unattractive.
So much. Hear us. So much. Babe, I know I've told you this, but the thing that initially attracted me to you was your confidence. I mean, obviously, look at this face. How could I not, right? But Chris was like...
Got a great face for radio.
Stop. But you were confident. Like, I remember when we first met, like, I'd see you walk into situations and lead. Not take over, but, like, lead the situation if it needed a leader. And I just remember... I remember watching you diffuse a fight at a bowling alley when we were in high school. And I was like, ooh, he just stepped in and he had the confidence and he wasn't shaken. He wasn't cowering. Like, he just owned that situation in like a healthy way. I was like, whoo, I want to hang out with him more.
I'll never forget what one of my bosses, I had a busboy job when I was 14 years old at Andiamo. And he always used to have this phrase, walk in like you own the place.
Okay.
So like in any situation, because he wanted us to be assertive, to not like ask permission, but just to go get the job done.
Sure.
And so he'd be like, if he gave you a job and you went out and you said, well, I couldn't get it done because this person said I couldn't have that. He says, you walk in and act like you own the place and go get it.
Yeah.
And then walk out. And so I've kind of taken that mentality. Not in a cocky way or arrogant way.
No.
We're confident.
No, confident. It's a totally biblical thing. It says in Jeremiah 17:7, blessed is the one who trusts in the Lord, whose confidence is in him, right? So it really goes back to an identity thing. And when you know who you are, it is so unbelievably attractive to a woman when you don't feel like you're trying to fake it, when you don't have to apologize and like hang back, right?
That's so good.
Yeah.
Like my identity is a son of the living God.
100%.
And so I'm operating from a confident place.
Yes.
Because of him, not even me. She's preaching now. That's good.
Let's go. Woo!
What's next? What's the next thing that I need to do to be so attractive to you?
Well, baby, you do this one naturally, and that is a sense of humor, guys.
Oh.
Who doesn't think that a sense of humor is really attractive? But let me tell you, it's not the kind of humor that needs to put somebody else down to be funny. Okay? That's like, that comes across as really insecure.
That's interesting because a lot of guys, especially younger men,
Yes.
they will rip on other men in front of the women, trying to probably make a joke or be funny and make themselves look a little bit better, bully them a little, and they think that it's the tough guy that the women like, and that guy, they're gonna make fun of him and he's weak, but that's really not true.
That's not true, because if you think about every fairy tale that a little girl grew up with, there was a villain who was a bully, and then there was the hero who was strong and rescued. She doesn't want the villain. She wants the hero who's strong and rescued, right?
I can be your hero, babe.
I can be the...
I can kiss away those
There
tears.
you go. Sorry, Julio Iglesias.
I can stand by you forever.
You take my breath away, Chris.
It's nice to know that in today's society, you still would like a man to rescue you, because someone like, I don't need him.
Well, I mean, I think that every woman, and not in a weak way, right? But there's a pursuit that God's put in us. We have this desire to be pursued.
Right.
And I think God's wired you to have a desire to pursue.
So having a good sense of humor.
Let's get back to the sense of humor.
Getting back to the sense of humor. So women like that. They like to laugh.
Yes.
Who doesn't like to laugh?
Who doesn't like to laugh? Have you ever been in a relationship with somebody, or maybe you've gone on a date and you're like, this dude's not funny at all. Like, I even remember when we were first dating, I wasn't sure if you were funny. He's a goofball. Most people don't know this.
Most people don't. They don't see that side of me.
It totally is. And I've always loved like humor and laughing. And I was so nervous. I'm like, can I actually be myself around him?
Ooh.
Like, is he going to think I'm a dork?
Dork.
I promise.
You said dork.
I'm bringing it back.
Wow.
Geek.
Gen Z,
Nerd.
bring back the word dork.
Dork.
We want that word running again.
Run it.
So Proverbs 17:22 says, a cheerful heart is good medicine. It actually is good for your soul to laugh and to have fun. So we want to encourage couples. Have fun.
Prioritize fun in your relationship.
Run those dad jokes, fellas. Run them. She secretly likes them.
She does. So this week we also asked you, our people on social media, what are the things that you find attractive in a man that he just does unintentionally? And here's what you said. The first one was rolling up their sleeves. Rolling up their sleeves to do like a job around the house, or you have like your cuffed shirt, like you're getting to business, you know, I mean that, and I thought about that, I was like, that is super attractive.
Yeah, so me fixing that drywall the other day, that had to be attractive.
I mean,
I wore a t-shirt when I did it.
But that was okay, because it was a white t-shirt, and you had like a hammer situation happening in your pocket. I mean, I was like, hello, husband.
Let's hello, okay. So another one people said was like tenderness towards children.
Oh my gosh.
So guys, women like this. So don't shoo the kids away.
There's something about a strong man, like being tender with a child, a puppy. Like it melts our hearts, guys.
Is it okay that I like puppies more than humans?
I think if we're honest, a lot of us do.
Another one was kindness towards others. We kind of hit on that earlier, but it's attractive, guys, to be kind.
Yes.
We've lost that in our world, just to simply be kind.
Super attractive. Another one was scent.
Really?
Yes.
Like the natural, unbathed scent?
Not unbathed so much.
So not that kind. Not the crunchy scent.
No, I think you need to shower for your scent to be on point for attractiveness. Attractivity.
That's a new word.
Attractivity.
So like cologne.
Cologne, or I mean natural skin scent, like when you get out of the shower and like your body wash and just it's good.
People.
I know we're married, hello. But it's natural scent. Cologne is a big one, I think, for women. Another one somebody wrote in was a wink.
I like a good wink. Unfortunately, I think I accidentally wink at a lot of people.
Why?
I just think I naturally wink. I hope it's not sending wrong signals.
Oh,
If
no.
I've winked at you, I'm sorry. It's not like intentionally trying to be attractive
Do
to
you know you're doing it?
Sometimes I just get a wink out there.
I just I see you over the...
But I'll start winking at you, my girl. Come
Yeah,
on.
you will.
How you doing? Another one was focused concentration.
That is, yeah.
You got a
that's
lot of
pretty hot.
men who are boom, 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 boom. So when you're focused,
Laser focus.
laser, gazelle intense, as Dave Ramsey
There you go.
calls it.
Dave Ramsey reference.
Gazelle intense, focused intensity.
Right here.
That's good.
The last one that you guys wrote in, and I was cracking up, was backing into a parking spot.
Really?
Yeah.
That's attractive.
I
I do that all the time.
mean, you're a backer inner all the time.
Back or inner.
With
I have a truck.
Yeah, he does. But I recently got a new car, and it does not have a backup cam. And I used to think, Chris, that I was decent at parallel parking. No,
You need that backup cam.
I need that backup cam.
We are now dependent on backup cams.
Or I need you to back the car up.
Back it up. I'll do it. Baby, I can back that car.
Ooh, back that car
Come
up.
on, I can do it. So men, those are some things women find secretly attractive. And now it's time for the espresso round. First question.
Okay.
What's one unintentional thing that I do that you find extremely attractive?
When you are patient with me when I'm running late, which is very often. But it really is because I'm already being myself or being late. When you show me kindness, it really helps me take a deep breath. Also, cologne. When you wear cologne, it's great. And I know this is, you asked for one, but I'm going to give you three because when you take something off my plate that was on my mind and I can take a deep breath, that is one of the most attractive, I love you, thank you for being my hero kind of things you can do.
Like when I made the bed the other day,
So hot.
when I emptied the dishwasher.
Unbelievably
Come on. So what's one thing I wear
Oh dear.
that you find attractive? And let's keep it, clean
100%.
here.
I'm going to go back to a basic white t-shirt and jeans.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know the white tee. I got a black one on today.
That works for you too. It's working.
So white.
White t-shirt and jeans, there's like that classic ruggedness to it. I don't know.
I gotta get more white tea.
Okay, what's a time where you were surprised that something you did was actually attractive to me?
White t-shirt and jeans. I really didn't know that was attractive. So
Oh man.
check.
Stocking up on white tees.
What's a character trait you find extremely attractive in a man?
Curiosity.
Ooh, you do. You love when I'm curious.
Curiosity about me, really caring enough to dig in and ask the, deeper questions. Be still my heart.
Where did you get those earrings? They're just so you.
Really?
Yeah, where did you get those?
I got these at the truck store.
Truck store?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, tell me about the truck store.
Drug store.
The drugstore.
Drugstore.
Not the truck store.
The truck store.
I was gonna
Trucker
say,
earrings.
where's the truck store?
Remember
the
that whole
drugstore?
active listening thing?
That plan failed. I was gonna really get curious.
Truck
but
store earrings.
remember when you tell husbands or wives to celebrate the attempt?
I'm
I was
so
attempting
proud
to
of
be
you.
curious.
Thank
Okay.
you for being curious about my drugstore earrings.
Truck store. When it comes to faith, what's something I do you find attractive?
When you pray for us or over me when I'm really stressed or down.
It's a good one.
Yep, I love that so much.
Goes back to guys, I'm telling you, passionate about God.
Yes.
It's attractive to women. The right women. So that was the espresso round, and now it's time to spill the beans. Where Megan and we get real about this topic.
As if we haven't already been real enough.
White t-shirts and all. Okay, I'm going to give you a little peek behind the curtain. We're going to spill the beans. When we were engaged to be married, we were still in college. Our college had a chapel. It was a Christian college. It had a chapel in the college. So one day, Megan was feeling stressed out and she said, will you just meet me in the chapel so we can pray?
Yeah.
Just want to pray with you. And so I said, okay, we can do this. She's going through something hard. So we go down to the chapel. We're the only two people in this chapel. And we start to pray.
Yeah.
And she prays. And then I just start to pray over her and for this anxiety to leave and for peace to be in her life.
It was
and
beautiful.
We were really passionately praying. Yeah. And we said amen. We looked at each other. And then I leaned in for a kiss. And the next thing I knew, Megan and I were making out in the chapel pretty passionately. And I said, whoa, hey.
Stop. Yeah, you said whoa, hey.
Yeah, you said whoa, hey.
That's how it went.
But my point was...
Stop judging us.
Prayer, that intimacy in prayer led to an attractive, passionate response.
Yeah.
And so that is attractive, men, to pray.
Yep.
So we spill the beans there on being an attractive spouse.
And that story is also why when we're doing premarital counseling, we tell couples, pray together in public.
Yeah. Over the phone, maybe.
There you go.
So Megan, Rhea, give us a takeaway. Let us brew on this for a moment.
Okay, so 1 Peter 3:7 says this. Husbands, in the same way, be considerate as you live with your wives and treat them with respect as a delicate vessel and as heirs with you of the gracious gift of life so that nothing will hinder your prayers. So see how it's that delicate vessel in there? There's that tenderness and strength that comes in that is so attractive. Keep that in mind. Be curious about her. That is super attractive. And ladies, this is for you. When you see your man in those little things that you find attractive, maybe you've never told him.
Tell him.
Tell him. This week, tell him. Make a mental note. Babe, I love when you do that. That is really hot. Like whatever you want to say, it's your husband. But call it out. Say it. That's going to be so encouraging and life-giving to him.
Okay, we've been sipping this coffee.
This Peace coffee.
And we've been sipping it the whole show. And so I need to get your take on it, Meg. Why don't you remind the people what it is again? It's the Peace Coffee.
Peace Coffee. It is the Tree Hugger blend. It's supposed to be nutty and adventurous. It's a dark roast. Can you show them the pods,
We're going
man?
to show the pod.
Okay. The little eco pod.
So everything we're doing is with Keurig so far.
So far.
And because you can get a good cup of coffee with
You
a Keurig.
really can.
It's not plastic.
Right.
Which is the...
Don't want to drink the plastic. So what's your...
Drink the plastic.
Drink the plastic. What's your take on this?
You know what? It's not my favorite. I got to be honest. And I'm docking it for the Tree Hugger name. So I'm going to actually give it a 6 out of 10. But what do you say?
I would say that too. I was kind of disappointed in this coffee, if I'm honest. It's good, but it's not great. I love a dark roast that's like really rich. And this doesn't have any like aftertaste to it. It's like you sip it and then it's just gone. So it's just,
6 out of 10. But the good thing is it's only 90 cents per cup.
It's a great deal.
It's a pretty good deal on coffee.
So if you're curious about it, we'll link it below. And it does come in other blends too.
So we hope you enjoyed that show today. And do us a favor. Give us a like or a comment. Share this with someone you think would benefit from it. Maybe some guys out there that need to know some of these unintentionally attractive.
There it is.
Qualities. Share it with them a little bit. And then for more information on everything we do for our marriage course, you can find it at makelovework.me. We even have a relationship quiz that lets you know if you're in roommate mode or soulmate/romance mode. As a couple, there's 4 different levels. So go ahead and take the quiz to find out what you are. So have a great day, everyone. And remember, life and love, way too important to live on autopilot.
See you next time. Bye, guys.